Hey everybody, this is Rich Lewis with Bloom Group Real Estate and the YPN 2020 Committee for Tulare County Association of Realtors. And today I have a special guest. We have one of our sponsor affiliates, Nancy Casillo, here with us. So without further ado, Nancy, how are you?
Good, thank you. How are you doing?
I'm doing good. In these times that we're living in, everybody's kind of living through the Zoom, and it's always nice to see you. I actually have a personal relationship with Nancy. We're family friends, as well as a preferred lender here that I use and my team uses all the time. Great service and the best. So we're gonna let her tell you a little bit about who she works for and what she's all about. So we'll get right into it. So who is your company and what do you do, Nancy?
Well, I work for King's Mortgage, and King's Mortgage has been in business for about 26 years. We're a locally owned mortgage company, so we service any residential mortgage. We help people with financing for purchase, refinance, investment property. We have down payment assistance programs. So we really guide the customer to see what program is best for them and get them pre-qualified so you guys can find them a home.
I love it. I love it. And right now it's such a interesting time. Interest rates are super low historically. Is that correct?
That is correct. I've been in lending for 26 years, and this is the lowest I've ever seen rates. So, I mean, you're getting rates at 2%, 2.25% on FHA with good credit.
Wow.
So, rate, cheap money, great time to buy.
Absolutely. Yeah. It's been wonderful for our clients. Hard at times. We've all had to learn to adapt and do that dance with a lot of Zoom and staying COVID safe. So real quick, what areas do you and your team serve here? I'm out of Visalia office, and I know your office is here in Visalia, but where do you actually reach out to?
We can actually finance anywhere in California. So we have done loans not just in Tulare County. Technology nowadays, we don't really have to do the face-to-face in person. So it makes things very easy. So
Absolutely. Absolutely. And who doesn't like fish and chips for lunch sometimes for a client call, right?
right. Sometimes I do have to go out there and you do the face-to-face, especially in San Diego. I especially love financing over there.
Yeah, absolutely. Okay, so during COVID, as everybody knows, we've all had to adjust, and we're very blessed in our line of work in the real estate field that we both work in. We're very blessed that we were deemed as essential workers early on, and so we have been able to, and really for many years now, with a lot of e-signatures, and I know you and your team offer online applying for loans, and so a lot can be done where we can stay safe, make sure everybody's still getting what they need via lending, escrow, and the realtors, and so that's been nice. Are there any specific changes that you've had to make or had to kind of adapt? I know in our market we've had to change from even showings. There's no more open houses, and so things kind of have been adjusted, but all for the safety of all of our, mutual clients. So.
Yeah, there's been a lot of changes. I mean, we've always had the technology to do online applications, e-signatures, but I was very used to meeting with face-to-face with my clients. I always love to do the face-to-face and meet with them. That's kind of gone away. Not because we're not offering face-to-face, it's just people do not want to come in, which I get it.
Right.
So Zoom meetings, FaceTime, whatever we can accommodate for the buyer so they could see us and make them feel more comfortable. We are definitely working with that. Like I said, we are doing face-to-face, but we do, require the mask. We do take temperatures. We ask just for the customers to come in, not bring all their best friends. Before that was not a big deal, but now we're asking just to, just the people that are applying for the loan. So that has definitely changed. I do miss the face-to-face and meeting with the clients, and building that connection that way. So I think it's taken a little bit of that because a lot of them don't even want to do the Zoom. They just want to email. So I think that's kind of hurt our industry a little bit with the not necessarily customer service, because we're still delivering customer service, but just building that relationship. So I do miss that a little bit. So yes.
Absolutely. Yeah, I totally agree that that face-to-face connection, whether it's a, you know, a coffee meeting or just feeling that sense of trust, getting that trust
Right.
factor, you know, between our clients, because it's the same in our line is, you know, customer service is everything, taking care of the client, making sure that, you know, we can do all these things for them. And now having to kind of take a step back and be extra careful. And I think the good thing is, you know, a lot of people have understood, you know, people are that are looking right now and in buying and selling, they are serious and they understand what needs to be done
Right.
beyond just, you know, wearing a mask and that type of thing. So I think we're lucky too. We do have good clients
Yeah.
and get that a lot, which is great. Let's see. Okay, so my next question, let's see. How have you remained relevant and connected to the community and your clients during the last few months? I know, like we were just talking about, it's hard because it's harder to say, hey, let's go have lunch. Let's, you know, let's catch up. Let's connect. How can I help you, your friends, your family? It's a lot harder, right, for
It
all
is.
of us in this field to do that.
Yeah, I totally agree. It has been hard. I do miss even with, dealing with, like yourself going out to lunch and hanging out and say, hey, what are you doing? And so I do miss the face-to-face. So I do phone calls, a lot of texting. Social media is huge. I do a lot of social media. So that's how I
Yeah.
try to kind of my clients and friends and family. So social media is key right now in these times.
Absolutely. And you, I must say you and your team do a great job of, you know, getting out there on social media, making sure we know, just as, you know, as friends of yours. And like I said, we at our team, we use you and recommend you as much as possible because we do know what we're getting in return with your team and the customer service for our clients. So I definitely applaud you for that. Also keeping us up to date with these, you know, crazy rates. The rates have been phenomenal. The bumps in certain markets or, you know, certain types of loans, different things that are happening. Last week or this week we had some big news with some increases in amounts, which is always exciting. So it's appreciated, and you know, we love having access to great partners and affiliates like yourself that are willing to sponsor and let your voice be heard, and also keep us informed so that we can do the best job that we can. And you know, I got to just personally, I love you for that, and we definitely all appreciate you for everything that you
Well,
guys do. Okay, so let's see. Is there anything that you would like to highlight? I know you do have a lot of special programs. Is there anything specific right now, promotions, anything that's coming soon? I think everyone knows right now in real estate, the market wise is hot and the rates are low, and that definitely keeps
right.
your phone ringing off the hook as well as ours. So we
Yes,
always like to check in though if there is anything new.
well, as you mentioned, FHA limits are going up as of January 1st. Any case numbers ordered after January 1st. So that's going to give them a buying power about $30,000 or so more than this present,
Wow.
about 369. Fannie and Freddie also increased their limit, so that's going to help to bring, if someone's close to being a jumbo, it might help to keep it on conforming limits. So those are great news. I know it's a tough market right now. So with rates being so low, if sellers not wanting to pay for closing costs, we could premium price the rate, which basically means the buyer may get a little bit of a higher rate, but help cover closing costs. For example, I just had an FHA loan. I'm helping her with 2.25% of closing costs, and she's still getting a 2.75% interest rate.
Yeah, that's awesome.
So that is really good that you could do that for your for the clients, because it is a competitive market. So we have to get creative on how we're able to help with closing costs so they could be competitive in their offer. So we definitely
Absolutely.
help them get their offer accepted. And like I said, with rates being so low, it's a no-brainer to still get the 2 3/4 and get that help with the closing costs if they need it. Also with King's Mortgage, like I said, we're a locally owned company. So we do our processing in-house, funding, we draw our docs here. So it does help expedite the process.
Yeah, you know, let me,
Yeah.
sorry to interrupt you real quick.
No.
A lot of times we do, mention and express to our clients that, working, the benefits of working with a local lender. And I think, that kind of speaks for itself, something like that, where you're cutting the time of efficiency, especially in a time where we've seen dramatic delays in our line of work, whether it be on the lending side or a transfer or solar or the appraisal. There's a lot of inspections. We have a lot of ingredients that go into the stew of making a dream come true with somebody, and so that's always good to hear that you have that locally, and that gives you access, right, a little bit easier than if it was at a secondary location further away.
Right. It just makes it easier because I have access to saying, hey, I need this done pretty quickly. Push comes to shove, I could, pick up the docs and take it to our corporate office, email,
Yeah, that's
whatever.
awesome.
So it does help. Our underwriters are here in Visalia, so it's just, I'm a phone call away if it's a tough deal. So I mean, it's nice to, if it's a tough file, to look at it up front, talk to the underwriter and get it pre-approved. So it does make life a lot easier for me. I mean, myself, my team, I have my assistants that have been with me over 15 years. So we have a great team. I mean, as a company
You
itself,
do.
I'm very blessed to have such a good team and a great company to work for.
Absolutely. That definitely goes a long way for sure. I love it. Well, thank you so much for taking some time. I know you, especially in our industry, are nonstop go, and so we always appreciate you
Oh,
again contributing and keeping us up to date. And so where can everybody find you if somebody's, gosh, I need to talk to this lady, Nancy. She's amazing. Easy to reach on social media, online, right?
social media. I'm on social media. My website is very easy, nancyhomeloans.com. If you want to
Perfect.
email me, Nancy@kingsmortgage.com. And my office number, cell phone number are actually on my website, but it's 713-1064 is our office number. Best way to get a hold of me, because my assistants will always answer the phone if I'm not available. But yeah, we're here to serve you guys.
I love it. Thank you so much. And you can always just reach out to me, phone, text,
Yeah,
email,
whatever's
DM.
easiest.
We'll get you all the updates and most up-to-date information for your lending needs. So cool. Thank you again so much, Nancy. We appreciate it. Everyone that's watching, thank you so much, and have a great rest of your day.
You too. Thank you.
Thank you.